Hey you guys! Welcome back to another episode. Welcome back to Life Lessons with me. Cashew. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you clicking on this video. Today's lesson, I want to talk to you about learning and the importance of being a lifelong student. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I was the type of person who would do the bare minimum. I would do whatever it took to just get the grade to pass the class. You know, I didn't buy the books, I didn't do the readings, I didn't do the lessons, I never did my homework. Basically, if I did my homework, it was the night before or an hour before class just to get it done. And that way of learning served me for the time being. But now that I've graduated to college, I'm in a career, I have goals and hopes and dreams for the future, I'm starting to reconsider how I want to approach learning. And you know, I think that if we are driven individuals, and if you're watching this video, I'm going to make the assumption that you are a driven individual. So as driven individuals, we need to be committed to always learning and always growing and always expanding our knowledge base and our skills and our capabilities. And I read this quote. I'm not going to put it in quotes because I'm going to give you the premise of what it meant because I don't remember it off by heart. But basically what it stated was that the skills and the knowledge that you have today have already gotten you as far as they're going to take you. So basically, if you want to move forward in your life or in your career or, you know, with what you want to achieve, if you want to move forward, you have to learn. And the faster that you learn, the faster you're going to move forward. So I was never a reader. I hated reading. You could give me a book and it would sit on my shelf for years, gathering dust. I wouldn't touch it. I would try and pick it up maybe, and I'd last a couple pages and be done with it completely. And I'm not really sure what changed, but I think I got to a point in my life where I realized that if I want to move forward, I have to learn. And when I learn, things do happen, and I end up seeing changes faster than if I'm not doing anything. So there was a shift that happened in me, and I started picking up books. I started seeing books that I knew I wanted to read, and when I started reading the books, I had like, oh my god, like aha moments left, right, and center. I was highlighting things, writing notes, I was more creative. And you know, there's been books that I've read now that I have takeaways from that have changed my perspective, and they've changed the way that I deal with things like my anxiety and my depression. And I'm going to do a couple videos on specific things like that. But reading for me has been a resource that has changed my life. And being a student and investing in your learning is something that you can't put a price tag on. The investment that you make in yourself and in your brain will serve you forever. But just do one thing for me. Just invest in your learning, whether it's reading an article in the morning, whether it's, you know, choosing one thing and mastering it, or, you know, picking up a book that's not Harry Potter. Sure, reading is great. You want to read Harry Potter, you want to read all that stuff. That's fantastic. It stimulates creativity in your brain. But choose something that makes you a better, smarter, more capable human being. Because you are only in this life once. You have a certain amount of time. And if you want to achieve great, big, giant things by the time you're 25, that ain't gonna happen unless you invest in yourself and invest in your learning. And that was a big kick in the butt that I had to have, because I wanted to be a multi-bajillionaire by the time I was 30, but I wasn't doing anything to move myself forward. I would complain that I wasn't doing well in my work. I couldn't deal with things the way that I wanted to. I wasn't moving forward. I didn't get the raise, yada, yada, yada. But I wasn't doing anything to move myself forward and be better. And you need to move yourself forward and be better if you want to see changes. I can't even understand why people wouldn't want to invest in their learning. Because, you know, that's coming from someone who didn't want to invest in their learning. I can't fathom the idea of not wanting to expand my knowledge and expand my brain, because when you start to see the shifts happening, it's kind of like when you go to the gym for 6 months and you look at your before pictures and after pictures and you're like, holy crap, I actually notice a difference. I can see a difference. Well, when you invest in your learning on a consistent basis, you're gonna wake up in the morning, one morning, you're gonna come across a struggle and you're gonna go, oh my God, I know how to handle this. I know what to do in this situation. Oh my God, I see a difference in myself. And that is the pivotal moment where you shift from being, I don't wanna learn, I wanna be lazy, I don't feel like reading or doing anything or investing in my learning, to get me as much information as I possibly can get, and I want to know more. Let me know in the comments if you want some suggestions for books to read. I have some fantastic ones, whether you're a spiritual person, more practical person, whether you like a story versus you like tactics and strategies. Let me know in the comments. I have some really great books to recommend. So if that's something of interest, I can do a video on that. I'm happy to do a video on that. Anyways, that's all that I have for you today. Like I said, leave me a comment below if you would like to have maybe a reading list video or something like that. I would love to give that to you. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more, to see more of these life lesson videos. I am creating them for people like me who want to improve their lives and are committed to making small changes and making small shifts in their life to make it happen, because we're a world of dreamers and we can do anything. So let's do it together. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.